Check out carmarshal.com. The link is in the description. They help support us.
Stunning abuse of trust. A former gymnastics team doctor pleading guilty to sexually abusing 7 young girls in his care, but more than 100 girls and women have come forward to say that he assaulted them as well, including 3 gold medalists from America's 2012 Olympic team. ABC's Paula Ferris on the doctor brought to justice.
Tonight, that former doctor for gymnastics' brightest stars
Guilty as stated, Your Honor.
pleading guilty to 7 counts of criminal sexual conduct. 3 of Larry Nassar's victims under 13 years old.
I'm so horribly sorry that this was like a match that turned into a forest fire out of control.
Beyond today's criminal case, at least 125 women have accused Nassar of sexually assaulting them under the guise of medical treatments. Olympic all-around champion Gabby Douglas, now the latest athlete to say she was abused by Nassar, posting, "For years, we were conditioned to stay silent." Her gold medal teammates Michaela Maroney and Aly Raisman also coming forward in recent weeks. Today, Raisman tweeting, "Larry is a monster, not a doctor." Earlier telling 60 Minutes,
"What did USA Gymnastics do and Larry Nassar do to manipulate these girls so much that they are so afraid to speak up?"
And tonight, USA Gymnastics says they are very sorry that any athlete was harmed by Larry Nassar, adding the organization reported him to the FBI in 2015. Nassar faces a minimum of 25 years behind bars. At his sentencing in January, his accusers will be able to make statements.
Kids sacrificed, abusers protected. USA Olympic doctor pleads guilty to massive child rape scandal. The doctor at the center of a child sex abuse scandal involving 125 victims within the USA Gymnastics program has pleaded guilty molesting multiple girls. By Matt Agarist, November 24, 2017. A massive case involving over 100 women and girls is shining a light on the horrid sexual abuse and cover-up taking place within the USA Gymnastics program. For decades children were sacrificed and their abusers protected, according to one of the victims. Now, the man at the center of the depravity has pleaded guilty to multiple charges of sexual assault this week and faces 25 years in prison. Larry Nassar, 54, faced charges of first-degree criminal sexual conduct for molesting several girls. Nassar was accused of molesting the girls under the guise of providing treatment, and the staff inside the program was accused of helping him cover it up. The Associated Press. Heavy checkmark. At AP. Breaking, ex-USA Gymnastics and Michigan State University doctor pleads guilty to molesting girls, faces minimum 25-year sentence. 10:31 a.m., November 22, 2017. 7474 replies 1514 1514 retweets 1994 1994 likes. Twitter adds info and privacy. The horrid nightmare that is sexual abuse within the U.S. Olympic gymnastics program was brought to light last August when former gymnast Rachel Den Hollander called for a regime change within the organization. Den Hollander is one of more than 125 victims, including U.S. Olympic champion and 3-time gold medalist, Aly Raisman, who came forward with evidence of cover UPS and abuse. As USA Today reported, in a joint interview with USA Today Sports and the Associated Press on Saturday, Raisman said revelations of widespread abuse by longtime team physician Larry Nassar and the reaction by the governing bodies has colored how she views her sport. The people at the very top, that work at the office every single day at USA Gymnastics, they need to do better, Raisman said. "It's making me sad," she added. "I'm here to support my teammates because we got inducted to the Hall of Fame, and I'm here to support the girls who are competing. I love the Olympics, I love gymnastics, I love the sport." Advertisement. Read more. Police thugs whip Pussy Riot members while patrolling Sochi Winter Olympics. But I don't support how USA Gymnastics is handling everything right now. Earlier this month, Raisman revealed that she had been molested in a CBS News 60 Minutes interview. She was captain of the teams that won gold medals for the United States at the London and Rio Olympics in 2012 and 2016. I am angry, Haymans said. I'm really upset because I care a lot, when I see these young girls that come up to me, and they ask for pictures or autographs, whatever it is, every time I look at them, every time I see them smiling, I just think I just want to create change so that they never, ever have to go through this. For me, the scariest night of my life happened when I was 15 years old. I had flown all day and night with the team to get to Tokyo. He'd given me a sleeping pill for the flight, and the next thing I know, I was all alone with him in his hotel room getting a treatment. I thought I was going to die that night, USA gymnast Michaela Maroney wrote on Twitter before her account was deactivated. Nasser spent nearly 30 years as an osteopath with the USA Gymnastics program, and prior to pleading guilty to these charges he's been in prison in Michigan after pleading guilty to possession of child pornography. Den Hollander and another former gymnast, Jamie Dansker, are demanding the leadership of USA Gymnastics be removed immediately. The painful reality is that no one on the board of USAG can be trusted on the issue of sexual assault, Den Hollander said. Culture of abuse at USAG had created institutional dynamics where over and over and over again predators were protected and the children were sacrificed. According to ABC7, they are asking for USAG Chairman Paul Perilla, Vice Chairman Jay Binder and Treasurer Bitsy Kelly to be removed. The gymnasts are not only accusing the leadership of ignoring the suspected abuse, but trying to cover it up. Read more. Netflix does it again, exposes extreme police corruption on coerced confessions. No one from USA Gymnastics has apologized nor accepted any responsibility for Nasser's assaults on dozens of USA gymnasts, Dansker said. The board denies covering up the abuse of over 125 girls, however, the odds of that many girls all conspiring to form a false case are fairly slim, not to mention all the cases of abusers who've already been sentenced. In a statement to ABC7, the USAG said, "We are confident our board officers will continue to lead us through the coming months while we strengthen our culture that has safe sport as a top priority throughout our organization." What people don't realize is that this doctor was a doctor for 29 years, Haymans. Whether or not he did it to a gymnast, they still knew him. Even if he didn't do it to you, it's still the trauma and the anxiety of wondering what could have happened. I think that needs to be addressed. These girls, they should be comfortable going to USA Gymnastics and saying, "I need help, I want therapy. I need this." As TFTP previously reported, what these former victims are exposing is also backed up by an investigation by the Indy Star, which revealed that top executives at one of America's most prominent Olympic organizations failed to alert authorities to many allegations of sexual abuse by coaches, relying on a policy that enabled predators to abuse gymnasts long after USA Gymnastics had received warnings. According to the investigation, USA Gymnastics would not disclose the total number of sexual misconduct allegations it receives each year. But records show the organization compiled complaint dossiers on more than 50 coaches and filed them in a drawer in its executive office in Indianapolis. Read more. Feldman names second abuser, a current Hollywood insider who owned an elite club for children. During a 2013 lawsuit, two former USAG officials admitted under oath to routinely covering up sexual abuse allegations. Because of this case, the contents of all the complaint dossiers mentioned above remain sealed. The Indy Star is seeking to make them public. The reality is that USAG officials have been raping and abusing girls for decades, and they were allowed to do so under the cover of the organization. Only after a handful of the predators became so active in their abuse were they caught by law enforcement. One such case, involving William McCabe, revealed how USAG covered for him for nearly a decade while he preyed on young girls. Multiple complaints were swept under the rug as the man preyed on children, despite one gym owner warning the USAG in 1998 that McCabe should be locked in a cage before someone is raped. He wasn't arrested until the mother in the 2013 lawsuit went to the FBI with concerns over McCabe emailing her then 11-year-old daughter. As the Indy Star reports, McCabe was charged with molesting gymnasts, secretly videotaping girls changing clothes and posting their naked pictures on the internet. He pleaded guilty in 2006 in Savannah, Georgia, to federal charges of sexual exploitation of children and making false statements. He is serving a 30-year sentence. The price of having one of the best gymnastics teams in the world is apparently steep. Shelley Haymaker, an Indiana attorney who represents abuse victims in child welfare cases, said USA Gymnastics' approach sickens her, according to the Indy Star. USAG may not have been the hand that ultimately abused these innocent children, Haymaker said, but it was definitely the arm.
Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County COPWATCH, and I wanted to explain what fair use is. You can use pieces of news articles if you're doing it for news reporting, you have commentary, and you're doing it for education purposes. So that's what fair use is, as you can see right here. Another reason why I wanted to make this video is to let you know I have just joined with Patreon. A nice thing with Patreon, I make no money on YouTube. They took the money away years ago, and so this is another way to give, and it's a nice thing too because you can give monthly. You can give $1, $5, $10, whatever. I do 4 to 5 hours a day on trying to wake the sheep up on how corrupt it is and different ways that you can fight the corruption. So Patreon is a way that you can do it, and then of course the old way is still there. Donate to Charlotte County COPWATCH with PayPal or credit card. So keep that in mind. 4 to 5 hours a day. I make no money, but the corruption happened to me and I'm sick of it, so I'm trying to wake people up. But my wife would love it if if we could get some help out there. There's 47,000 subscribers. Just think if each one of you subscribers just gave let's say actually yes, $1 a month. 47,000 subscribers gave $1 a month. That would be awesome. That's not going to happen. But anyways, that would be great if it did happen. But do the math in your head. Just think about it. Like I said, 4 to 5 hours a day. I get no money from YouTube. YouTube has gone nuts. You can't do anything anymore. They're taking the money away everywhere. So these are a couple different ways that you can still help out with all this time that I put in. And as you know, I'm in a special situation where, at least I can do it. 4 to 5 hours a day. We have a cleaning company during the day. That's what allows me to do this, and we're debt free. So this is my hobby. I don't go fishing and all that other crap. I try to save the world. So help me out to make the wife happy, man. In fact, if you guys did give $1 a day, and there was 47,000 of you, and you did it, and each of you gave $1, and that was every month, oh my God, yes, I could quit. I could start suing them. Another idea too that we have is, if I got, some funds, we could actually contact everyone that has been ticketed and or arrested and put in jail and start sending them postcards to let them know we're here, and to see if everything went all right, and if it didn't, find out their story. So we could even do more investigations and more lawsuits. Lawsuits take money. So just think about that. 47,000 of you so far right now. $1 a day. $1 a month on Patreon, or $5 a month Patreon, 10, 20, whatever. Just do the math in your head. Help out. This is a lot of work every single day. Thanks.